Hi everyone, Lindsay here from the Chandler Public Library. Today we're going to be making Oobleck. Now if you haven't heard of Oobleck before, the name comes from a Dr. Seuss book, and it actually refers to something that's not really a liquid and not really a solid. It's a little bit of both. It's referred to as a non-Newtonian liquid. It's really easy to make and it's really fun to play with. All you need to make it are cornstarch. I've got a cup of cornstarch here. I've got a cup of water, so equal parts cornstarch and water, and I've got a little bit of food coloring here too, so we can make it a little bit more fun. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pour in our cup of cornstarch into our bucket, and then I've got just this cup of room temperature tap water. I'm going to pour that in on top. We found that room temperature works best for best results. And then I'm going to stir it up. You got to kind of stir it up. A whisk might have been a better option than my spoon, but that's okay. We're just going to stir it up until it's all the same consistency. And I can kind of feel that it's getting, ooh, whoops. I can kind of feel that it's getting a little bit thicker as I do this. Yeah, down here it's a little bit thicker. Okay, so it's pretty close. And now I'm going to add a couple of drops of food coloring, however much you want to make it whatever color you'd like. Ooh, look at that, pretty green. Isn't that cool? Alrighty. It's okay to make a mess. It's fun to make a mess when you're doing science experiments, right? Okay, so now my Oobleck is all mixed together. I'm going to add a little bit more green food coloring here, just so it's a little bit more vibrant. Now, of course, you don't have to add food coloring if you don't have any at home. Or, you know what else works really well is Kool-Aid. Works as a kind of a good food coloring substitute. So as you're stirring, at some point you might want to put your hand in and see how it feels instead of just using a spoon or a whisk. It feels really interesting when you put your hand all the way in. It's really hard to describe. It almost feels like you could pick it up. You could even put your whole hand in and make some artwork, or even put your feet in and use it on the sidewalk. Let's try that next. All right, so now here I am with my kids, Bennett and Griffin, and we're going to try to step in the Oobleck and see how it feels on our feet. And we wrote our names on the first letters of our names on the ground with chalk, and we're going to fill in our letters with the Oobleck. Bennett, what's the first letter of your name?
B.
B, that's right. Griffin, what's the first letter of your name?
B.
G, that's right. And what's the first letter of my name?
L.
L, that's right. Could be L for Lindsay or library. All right, so let's step in it and see how we do. You want to step in it first, Griff? Bennett, how does it feel on your feet?
Weird.
Weird, kind of slimy. What do you think, Griff? Oh, gosh, that's so weird. Me?
Yeah.
Feel like your feet might be kind of stick to it a little bit?
Oh, it's so weird.
So weird. All right, thanks for watching. Have fun with this one at home.